answers. Thank you very much. And I see people putting information in the chat, collaborating, sharing ideas. I love that. Nikki Beauchamp out of New York City. I love your idea of sending the equity report every year. I think that's fantastic. Guys, check out in the chat what she said. I think that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so number 5, what do you bring on a listing appointment? So Joanie, you kind of shared some of the stuff that you bring on a listing appointment. Is there any one thing or two things that you're bringing on a listing appointment that is absolutely like blowing your clients away and letting them say, hey, I went with you because of this? What is that? Mike Rampf, we'll start with you, Vancouver.
Have you seen that video book? So it looks like comes in that big EV box, kind of similar. It pops out and it looks like a folder. It opens up and it's got a digital screen in the middle. It's phenomenal. We spend quite a lot of money on our creative videos. We hire models, actors. We do the whole 9 yards, like a video production on our really high-end listings. And we'll bring this, I think it's $60 US. And you can scroll through videos, and then at the end of the videos, you can do photos. So of a recent sale or an active listing that's comparable to the house that we're in, actually bring that along with us. And that wows everybody, absolutely everyone. It's excellent. And then I also do a digital listing presentation. So I bought an iPad Pro. If you look it up online, it's got this really cool stand that sits on a keyboard. Like, it really is fancy. It's next level. And I do my digital presentation on that. I use Google, and we customize this to the house. We have Google photos of it. We've got previous listing pictures of the front. If we don't have one, we drive by it, take a photo of it. We put that as the front. The clients absolutely love it. And we can customize it with an hour's notice. And you walk into a listing presentation with their photos of their house and you know absolutely everything about it, and it's on this presentation, really does hit home. That works really well. That with the video box are the two big hits for me.
That's awesome. I love it. I've seen digital listing presentations. Actually, yesterday we had the Brackett Janice group from Engel Volkers by the Sea in Gloucester, Massachusetts. They came down and showed us their digital listing presentation. It was unbelievable. So Mike, great advice. And I love the video book too. Definitely underutilized. I totally see that. Jennifer, what are you doing? What are you bringing to your listing appointment?
Well, it's just going to really depend on the client. Take my referral from Jacksonville. I, of course, will do all of my research beforehand. That way it's, you know, fresh in my mind. But with this client, I didn't want to seem, you know, presumptuous and bring all of our listing book presentation and stuff like that. I really wanted to get to know her and see what she really wanted to do first with the property. And then after that, I spent like 3 hours with her. After that, I called the office and said, okay, get the book ready. And we put it in the mail and we sent it to her and she was ecstatic. Now, depending on the other clients, if it is just a regular single family home or something like that, I will do the exact same thing as Mike said. I will customize all the advertisements or all of the data and marketing for that home. It takes, you know, no time at all to drive by and take a screenshot or, you know, picture from their house so that it's all very personalized. And then again, showing what really, you know, because I kind of always have a feeling of what my clients will want beforehand. Just really what's happening in the neighborhood, what, you know, is there development, is there, you know, the sales, what's, you know, what are things going for, that kind of stuff really. But I really wait to see, you know, kind of what that client is leaning more towards. I don't want to be presumptuous and shove a bunch of stuff down their throat that they had no interest in.
Thank you. I just want to quickly ask Emiliano, what are you bringing to your listing appointment?
I think the usual as everyone else. One that is worked a lot is a simple notepad with our logo, a pen and a pencil. This is for the first meeting, of course. Then the second one, showtime in the office and listening presentation. But in the first one, the notepad with pen and pencil, they're going to use it for a long time and remember us. So that's a small one, but effective.
Yeah, and I love how you do the two-part listing appointment. I got Jennifer does that too. We do that here. I think it's great. And then let's jump over to Anne Malone. What are you bringing on your listing appointment?
Well, I bring a lot of data, as you know, as others have said here. And then one thing I really like to do that I find clients are very interested in is I have a lot of beautiful before and after staging photos I've done of other homes. And even I find that even if their house doesn't need a lot of staging, they're impressed that I can do this sort of thing. And it's just beautiful visually and interesting. So I think that really captures their imagination. I also bring brochures of other luxury homes that I've listed. I send videos ahead of walkthrough videos that I've done of other people's houses too, which I think are very effective. And then my last thing is a very small, exquisite box of chocolates.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you. And then Joanie Heighes, is there anything else? I know you talked a lot about what you brought into your listing appointment. Is there anything else that you might have not said that you take with you?
So I too take the video book, and it just wows everybody that sees it because, you know, mine holds 2 of the lifestyle videos that I've done on other properties. So I make sure it's loaded with 2 that are appropriate. So I do that. And then what I forgot to say was, you know, the white book, our listing book, is always personalized in the front. There's always a picture of their home on it. And then it just says, prepared especially for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And it's, you know, all about them on the front page. And they're stunned that I brought a hardback book for them. And so, you know, that along with all of our marketing and our Edge program, which talks about, you know, our reach. And in Florida, our sellers are always very concerned, are we going to be able to attract the Northeast buyer? Because that's a big feeder market for us. And with Edge, I can show them hard and fast proof of how many hits they're going to get and from where, which sites, which platforms are we going into, that unfortunately the small agent who's been here serving their neighborhood for a long time, they don't have that either. It's a very nice thing to open up and show them.